me. I'm only talking about my experience. Me. I ain't talking about nobody else's experience, but my experience growing up in Flint, Michigan, where I came up, and I literally graduated class of '86. The whole auto industry was dying. The crack epidemic was at an all-time high. Flint, Michigan led the nation per capita in murder for almost 12, 13 years straight. I had friends dead in jail. People were dying. It was crazy. And people always want to talk. Anybody who wants to talk about violence has never seen it. I'm trying to tell you, when you talk about violence for real and you see it, it's like, it's one of the scariest, most crazy things you've ever seen in your life. And people want to, smoke and fight this. And man, when you see somebody get smoked, when you really understand the ramifications of like this kind of thing, man, I beat up my own father. I beat my father's ass as a grown man because he was a drunk. I went through my whole life him beating up my mother. Listen, my earliest memory was him hitting my mother in the face as hard as he could. That's my earliest memory. And that told me, oh, damn, it's his world, okay? And he ruled through intimidation. He ruled through physical force. And we were scared of him, man. My whole life, I was scared of my father. I peed in the bed. I was 14 years old. Because I wake up, I didn't know what was going to happen.
I'm still afraid of my father. I would never fight my father.
Come on, man.
I don't care, world champion, because I know he would shoot you.
He would kill you. He would kill you.
I knew that for a fact. I knew that as an adult, I was always respectful. He needed money. I would make sure I gave him money. I didn't want to be on his bad side.
But see, I did the same thing. I was a pleaser. I was like, man, you want another beer? Here's another beer. You want this? No. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But pull your pants up. My pants up, sir. No. But this is the thing. I became a grown man. And I said, look, I'm going to bring my family home. I'm going to bring my kids home for Christmas. I'd played in the NFL. I had done this thing. I said, listen, I'm going to bring my kids home for Christmas. I said, please, just don't act up. Just please. My kids have never seen it. My kids have never seen nothing crazy. Man, I bring them home. I'm out there hanging out with my wife and my kids. I'm hanging out with my wife. We about to go out. My kids are left them at home. Man, I get a call from my aunt. Oh, my God. He hit your mama in the face. He knocked her tooth sideways. He knocked her tooth loose. I said, what? Are you kidding me? Like, I spent my whole life trying to keep my kids out of this. And all of a sudden, I bring you home one time. I just ask you promise me you're not going to trip? And he just did that to show me he could do whatever he wanted to do. I said, take the kids to the aunt's house. I dropped my wife off at the aunt's house. I drove to the house. I went home. He was still there. I said, man, it's me and you. And I beat his ass for hours. Now, Mike, let me tell you something. What blew me away, though, I thought I would feel some satisfaction from that. I thought I would get some sort of release, and I got nothing. Man, look, I was sitting there like, this don't work, dog. This don't work. I got revenge. Wait, I got all the revenge I wanted. He was laying there talking about, do him, please. Because he an old man now. You know what I mean? And I'm going, all right, hey, man, all this beating people ass stuff, it don't work. I mean, when you look at the results of what happened, I was like, I was left emptier. I was just like him. And I was done. I said, you know what? It's just not the way. It's just not the way to go. I choose to not go that route.
So tell me, do you feel you have a temper?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Oh, that's how you go in the NFL. You play off pain.
No doubt.
You play off pain. I played 7 years on the NFL on pain. Straight up. I was angry. I was mad. And that's how allow you to put your head into anything.
Me too. I did that with boxing. But when was tricky. Then I finished boxing. That doesn't work in the real world.
It doesn't.
No, that stuff doesn't work in the real world. Being tough doesn't work in the real world. You gotta be smart.
Homie. It's like the military.
Oh,
it's like the military. You know, imagine when you're in a war zone.
Yeah.
You know, Mike, I know vicariously your experience. You know what I mean? I didn't live it, but I know the people I understand you because I feel your pain. I feel a lot of what you came up in. And I understand how you became the best boxer who ever lived. I definitely understand it. But that shit don't work in the real world.
No, not a little bit.
Man, wait, first of all, I had so many things, man. I would yell. And this, I never hit my wife, never did anything like that. But man, I yell the hell out of her. Like, I would create such a scene that was like, man, this dude. And now look, my wife has seen me throw people over her head. But then she was the one who told me, Terry, listen, we gonna lose everything. We gonna lose everything. I had a hairpin trigger. What you say, nigga? What you say? You know what I mean? That's all it took. And all of a sudden, I was snapping. And dude,
listen, can I tell you something to you? I'm glad
Talk
you
to
didn't
me.
reach that level yet. See, I was that guy tripping, hitting people because they fucking with me too much for autographs. I fucking knock them out. Or something, I break their fucking jaw. Next thing, but know what? I started signing those checks, and that what broke my spirit. Oh, these are getting $4 million. I don't even know these guys. $8 million. I don't know these. Who are these guys? Just because I was stupid, I was, I hit these guys, man. I had awesome. I was I had Pepsi-Cola commercials and all that stuff, man. Right. Now I became one of those crazy guys that scared of me and stuff. Right. So you can't do that. You gotta be cool with that. You gotta control your temper because they'll freak out. Those people in Hollywood that's down with you, they'll freak out.
Mike, could you please
Angry
tell these
black